Chris, did you buy your tickets?
What tickets?
To the gun show. I know you did. I know you did because you got guns. You know, I had to kick it off like that because the company behind the products that we're talking about today is really a strength training accessory company. And that is what brings us to Battle Bottles. So this is a really cool company called Iron Infidel. And I've, doing my research, but you're really the one that's had the hands-on on these bottles. Give me the overview on the Battle Bottle.
We got these bottles 2.5 weeks ago from these guys. I've been using this one on a daily basis for the past couple of weeks. It's a 2-liter bottle. I can put a drink in it today with ice in it, and there's still ice in it tomorrow, so it performs well. It's very Tacti-cool, for lack of a better term.
It's freaking cool looking bottle, man. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw this, I wanted to play with it because it's got all kinds of cool stuff on. Little background, and we'll jump back in. Little background in this company, Iron Infidel. So this is a company that was founded by LEO guys, SWAT team guys, actually. So they're big supporters of first responders and our United States military, which is something we really, really like. Going back to that, yes, it does have a very tactical look. It's even got paracord. Tell us about all the little things we're looking at.
So, there's a sleeve goes over the bottles, Denny. And so multiple pockets. I've been using this pocket here to put, phone charger in.
Yep.
Because it seems like my phone's always dying. I got my keys hooked on as well. So if you're on a job site or you're in the gym, I've got a spot for my phone as well. And like you said, you've got paracord here in emergency. You can cut it loose.
And the cool thing about these bottles is you can go to the website. It's ironinfidel.com, by the way. And of course, we'll always have that link below because we want you to go explore those products. You may want one yourself. You can buy different bottle covers. They have several different options available. Here's 2 different options. Oh, I love the old school woodland camo.
It's making a comeback.
Which is it definitely is making a comeback.
Is.
And so you found this bottle. It's how many liters?
2 liters.
So it's got high capacity. So 2 liters of liquid. You don't just have to carry to the gym. This is something really we need to drink water, guys. We need to drink a lot of water. What's the ratio? How much water should I be drinking every day, Chris?
Minimum of a gallon.
Yeah, a gallon of water for sure. So I need to go through one of these battle bottles plus some every day. In order to drink enough water. We do not drink enough water. If you've ever suffered from muscle cramps, that might be one of the reasons. So great bottle, keeps your stuff cool, lots of cool accessories. Talk about the top end here and the nozzle and this part of the bottle.
So actually, this is something that I really like with this product. So, when you're drinking, it's a fairly small opening, but the advantage of that is that when you fill it full of ice, unlike normal ones where you go to take a drink and all the ice piles up in it, and you just can't get a drink when you're absolutely parched. This one allows you can take a big swig without the ice stopping it. This is my all-time favorite drinking bottle now. My wife thinks it's kind of like that guy on Charlie Brown who carries a blanket with him everywhere. I carry this thing with me.
Hey, I'm going to stand up and walk toward the camera because I want to show people a really cool aspect of this. And it has the threads on the inside. And that's very innovative in this product. So
it is because, your lips aren't wrapping around threads and then, you're spilling stuff all over. I got enough problems with that as it is. I don't need a bottle to help me.
Cool. So the Battle Bottle, guys, Iron Infidel, hit that link below. We did a complete review on this. We have changed up a little bit in our criteria. Can you speak to that just a little bit?
The criteria is the same 10 points that we look at with every product. The scoring is always the same. If somebody wants to know more with regards to our product scoring, we've got a video up on that.
Yep.
It's in the description of every video now. Just scroll to the bottom, click it. It'll tell you the logic behind how we score things. It's really not that complicated, though.
No, it's not. If I can understand it, it's not that hard. So here we go. We're going to go through each 10 parts of the criteria. First one is shipping time. You already told me this, but I want them to hear this story because you gave them a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, it was 3 days from the time we first spoke to the time it showed up on their doorstep.
Yeah, so boom, got it in your hands really quickly.
Yeah.
Criteria number 2 is packaging. Packaging, sturdiness, appearance, ease of opening. When we talk about packaging, you gave it a perfect score as well.
Yeah, so on the shipping time was 5 out of 5. It's only worth 5 points. The packaging, 5 out of 5. There were no problems. There was no damage or anything like that. So actually the box, I wish I had brought the boxes with me. The boxes are kind of cool. They're black. The box looks Tacti-cool as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, no problems with either one of them. So 5 out of 5.
All right, cool. Website description. The website is pretty awesome, actually. I've got it on my phone here. I'm looking at all the cool different covers that you can get for these battle bottles. The website looks great. Obviously, you thought it looked good as well. You gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, because it's a very short read, but the important stuff is there. So a lot of these insulated bottles are not dishwasher safe. So you buy it, it keeps your drink cold, and then you run it through the dishwasher once, breaks down the insulation inside, and it never keeps your drink really cold after that. These are dishwasher safe, so it tells you that right at the beginning. It's not a really complicated product, but it does a good job of describing the different pouches and features of it and whatnot. So yeah, very clean, concise, 10 out of 10.
Cool. So I know you don't read instructions, but that's
not true.
That's our 5th criteria. Sometimes he reads instructions. with the instructions.
Time out. I don't read the instructions when we first get a product.
Okay, disclaimer.
Because I want to see how easy the product
Yes.
is used. Obviously, this is very easy.
That makes perfectly good sense so that you can go back and make that
ease of use.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I do read the instructions before we publish the review, but I do it after I experiment with the product. In this case, there's nothing to experiment with. It's so easy.
As you made a notation, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to use this canister and sleeve. And I don't want something I have to, something like this, I don't have to read instructions on how to use it. And obviously it's very easy to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to criteria number 6, which is ease of use. See how we segued into that? You gave it a 10 out of 10 as well.
Well, I did, because all the different water bottles that we've had over the years, meaning my wife and I, and all the years we spent in the gym, so on and so forth. When I'm really thirsty and I want to take a drink, and it all, you get a log jam full of ice cubes, drives me nuts. So much so that sometimes I won't even put ice in a drink if I know.
It's almost aggravating when that happens.
Well, if I'm doing physical activity, I know I'm going to be thirsty. I won't put ice in it just because of that. Yep. Whereas you put regular size ice cubes in this because, the top screws off as well. It's not just the little one. So you can fill it from here. It's just the right size.
Yeah, I don't put ice in my gym water bottle anyways. I think particularly because I need to drink more water. I used to be one of these guys that carried that gallon jug with me every day, and then I kind of fell by the wayside. So I think I hope you're going to let me take one of these home, because this is going to get me back on track, I think. Well, let's talk about, I'm digressing, got to talk about warranty. That's criteria number 7. You didn't quite give it a perfect score. You gave it an 8 out of 10.
So there's a 30-day refund policy.
Okay.
But it can't be used.
Oh.
So it's not a showstopper.
Yep.
But in this day and age, there's a lot of companies that have no questions asked.
I gotcha.
If you're not happy, we're just going to refund your money.
Yeah. I guess I can understand, because we're talking about eating and drinking and stuff here, something that's been in contact. So I kind of get it.
Well, we're going to speak towards the price in a minute, but it is priced at the upper end of what you would pay for a 2-liter, drinking container.
Good point.
So in my mind, I would have done a 30-day, no questions asked.
Yeah.
If in 30 days you're not happy, just send it back. We'll give you your money back.
Cool. Well, the good news is you give them high scores so far. We had to knock them a little bit for that, but we're going to move on. We're going to talk about the overall quality and value of the product. You gave it an almost perfect score of a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. It's at the upper end of the price range. So $60 essentially. Mm-hmm. So if you look wherever, Amazon, Walmart, whatever the case may be, You can buy insulated 2-liter containers anywhere from $20 and up. You know, you'd see the bulk of them in the $20 to $30 range. So it's $60. This is the upper range. There are other ones that are $60. This is not the only one.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, but it has more. I think this has more features. I mean, I love being able to carry stuff on there. There's nothing worse being at the gym and having all kinds of crap on you and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. That's a really good point, because you don't want stuff in your pockets when you're out there trying to be active and getting your workout on, for sure. All right.
You know, and it's not just the gym. I mean, this is ideal for fishing. Even if you're sitting in a tree stand, because it's got the capacity and the extra carrying stuff that goes with it. So at the end of the day, I scored it 9 out of 10 on quality and value. It's very high quality. For the price range, 9 out of 10 is the right number for the value.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, we've always got to talk about product support and customer service. That's criteria number 9, and you gave it a really good score, a perfect score.
Yeah, so customer service, super important. It's worth 15 out of 100 points. I gave them a perfect 15 because the entire time I was exchanging emails with this company, it was instant. There was no delays, didn't have to wait to get a response. It was super fast. They communicated well through the whole process of, you know, your order's been placed, your order's been shipped, here's your tracking number. Kind of the stuff we expect from everybody these days, to be quite frank.
But we don't always get it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a 15 out of 15 on customer service just because they were very responsive.
Cool. I keep referring back to my phone because their website is so cool, and I don't want to miss anything. Well, let's jump to the last criteria, and that's going to be where the product was made. And we give a huge value to products that are made in the United States, right? So if it's made here in the U.S., it gets 15 points. If it's made by an ally of ours, a NATO ally, they get 7. Unfortunately, this one was not made in the U.S. or by one of our allies, so had to knock it there a 0 out of 15 on where it was made. But the good news is the overall score was very high. When you tabulate all those numbers, you came up with an 82 out of 100 or an 8.2 out of 10. So obviously you've found this product to be a highly valuable product for the money.
So the final score out of 10, Denny, is not just a score, it's also an endorsement on our behalf. So if something is made in America and it's providing jobs for Americans, good for the American economy, that's why we give it 15 points. And many times American-made products are better quality than stuff from overseas. In this particular case, the quality is really good, but it is made overseas, and that's why we score things the way that we do. It's an endorsement out of 10. So 8.2 out of 10, very high score for a product that's made overseas.
Yeah, I have to say, so I have to agree with you on all those points. When you go to their website, ironinfidel.com, you're going to see a rotating banner at the top. They have some shirts with some pretty cool logos on them. They have a lot of different bottle covers to choose from. You don't just have to go with the woodland or the desert. There are a lot of different choices there, and they have a deal going on. Free shipping on orders of $70 or more. So these items are $59.99. Throw a t-shirt on there and you're probably going to be over that $70 mark and get yourself some free shipping as well. I love free shipping. I'll spend more money on a product knowing I'm going to get free shipping sometimes more than I had budgeted for, just because it makes me feel good, that free shipping. Because, you know, shipping is not cheap.
So being more on the tech side, 70% of abandoned carts are because somebody got to the final stage and the shipping got tacked on and they were like, I'm not paying 50 bucks extra for shipping.
Not going to spend it.
Yep,
I know, because I've been one of those people. Yep, for sure. Yeah. So an awesome product. We feel it's a really neat product. Do I get my choice? Because
you have to arm roll Cindy if you want one of these.
Okay. So put me on the list for the Iron Infidel Battle Bottle, if you would, Chris. Guys, check it out. We've got a link below, and thanks for watching Survival Dispatch.